everyone. So as I was just introducing myself, my name is Rachnendra Tripathi and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Meo Pandits. And I welcome you all to the 10th episode of the Mood Show, wherein we talk to mood winning teams so that you could learn from their experiences. And similarly, in today's session, we have with us the winners of the 5th Amity National Hindi Mood Court competition. We have with us Prachi Singh and Harsh Singh. I welcome, guys, I welcome both of you and I thank you enough for taking out the time for talking to us during the time when your exams are going on. Thank you so much. So, welcome aboard. And Prachi and Harsh will today share their experience of the 5th Amity National Hindi Moot Court competitions, what all they learned, what all intricacies they had to face, what all they had to go through. And considering this is not a conventional moot, it was because of the medium it was being conducted in. It was conducted in Hindi. So anyway, in order to know more about the intricacies and the specialities of this mood, how different was it from the rest of the moods, the preparation had to be tackled differently. Please allow me to just begin with this and asking our guest speakers to introduce themselves. So I think Prachi, you could go first. You could introduce yourself to our speakers, to our listeners, and then Harsh, you could go on.
Thank you, sir. So I'm a fourth year law student of UPA School of Law, doing a specialization course with energy laws, and I was the second speaker in the competition. However, it will be the fun session today, and like a little request from my side, I would request everybody to switch on their videos because it will be like a very informal session. I don't want to go on a very English so as a fancy words wala nahi. We'll have a very informal session because this was a mood जो कि बहुत नए एडिशन का था, बहुत नए डिमेंशन का था, पूरे ब्रेन के सारे न्यूरॉन्स खोल दिए थे इसने. तो लेट्स हैव अ वेरी इनफॉर्मल सेशन एंड वील ट्राई टू गिव यू as many as experience we have. So please switch on your videos. Moving on to Harsh.
Yeah, you can switch on your videos. Our guest speakers are very much looking forward to talking to you and holding up the spirit of the mood show. So that's great. Yeah, Harsh, you can.
I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Sure. Thank you so much for inviting us, first of all. Talking about my introduction, if you guys have registered, so you must have seen it. But for those who haven't, I am Harsh Singh. I am a fourth year student from the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. And apart from that, I have a few of my organizations under which I have been working for the mentoring and counseling of school students specifically before they enter into college. So this is a very short and clear introduction about myself. So if you can begin with this session.
Great. Guys, you can, as Prachi's requested, you can turn on your videos, your audios. You can put in your questions if you have in the chat box, and I'll post them to the speakers. And we'll keep it a bit informal as requested by Prachi, which is going to help us, I guess. So yes, so first of all, there's this elephant in the room which I need to address. The question which you guys have fairly good English. You have been communicating with us from the past 2-3 minutes, and we understand there is no special need to go specifically for a moot which is being done in Hindi. So what was your reason to go for a moot which was conducted in an entirely different language? I personally believe, I used to believe that my English was not as good as my Hindi, but when I started working on my Hindi, then I realized that how better English I'm having compared to my Hindi. So you usually think that you are good at Hindi, but we start on Hindi language, from what I understand. So how did you guys go about choosing a moot which was done in Hindi?
The first thought which we had is because हमने पहले mood नहीं किया था. Yes sir, you're audible. So the first thought we had about moot is कि यार मेमोरियल बनाना पड़ेगा, कंपेंडियम बनाना पड़ेगा, कितना मेहनत है, कितनी रिसर्च है. So I saw this moot on Loctopus and Lockacheri and it looks very tempting. I was like यार करके देखते हैं, बहुत मजा आएगा. But so we got all the slots clear and everything from the college. But then we later on realized that we have to prepare the memorial in Hindi as well. So that was the biggest task we got from their side. So I had this one friend. She's like quite a mooter. She used to do moots and all. So I was like, यार इस पे तो memorial भी हिंदी में बनेगा तो कैसे बनेगा? So she was like, you should have thought about this before taking the moot. So that was quite depressing. Then Harsh was like, "Ki, let's try it. Let's give it a shot," because nobody from our college have ever participated in Hindi Mootful competition, and we thought that the competition will be like very normal and it will be like very chill kind of a competition, but it was not. We had around 34 teams, even including the winners of previous edition. So that was the biggest task, like the biggest competitors we had were the winners of the previous edition because they were well versed with the Hindi. उनकी हिंदी इतनी अच्छी थी कि एक बार मुझे कंफ्यूजन हो जाता था कि अभियुक्त होगा कि अभिव्यक्ता होगा, बट उन्हें नहीं होता था. आई इवन हैड दोस फ्लैश कार्ड्स, छोटे छोटे स्टिकी नोट्स पूरे लैपटॉप स्क्रीन में चिपके हुए कि किसका मतलब क्या होता है, बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट इवन से मर्डर इन इंग्लिश, वहां पे आपके मार्क्स कट हो जाते थे. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट दिस मूड, पहली चीज ये प्रॉब्लम हमें समझ आ गई थी. सेकेंड, हिंदी इज अ लैंग्वेज जिससे आप ज्यादा अच्छा कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हो. एक इमोशन अटैच होता है, तो समवेयर दैट प्लेड अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन आवर विनिंग. बाकी हर्ष विल टेल कि उसमें उसका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था वो गूगल ट्रांसलेशन और सब चीजों में.
When I talk about choosing a Hindi mood specifically, because when we all talk about mood, so the image that comes in our mind is good communication skills in English, of course. But Hindi, when I say, because I belong from Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, so when I go to the district court for internship, and because litigation is my primary aim, so I see there are various things that I, as a law student, not able to understand even after paying lakhs and lakhs of money in my college. So yes, the reason that interested me specifically was Hindi, because this was something new I wanted to see and try, even after the fact that this was the first mood that I was doing, but I have been involved in different kind of debates. So yes, I wanted to try something like this in Hindi, because I believe as of now, MIT is the only institute that has been offering this particular mood court in Hindi. So yes, Hindi was something which attracted me towards this. Though there were so many things involved at that point of time, still we somehow managed. The biggest challenge, of course, that comes in Hindi is not just speaking, but of course the drafting part. Because if I believe there are multiple law students here who might have interned at a district court for a period of time. So when we see the documents, the affidavits or different agreements or different legal documents that are there in Hindi, so it becomes quite a difficult task for you to understand, because there are some typical Hindi words that we don't know even after the fact that we do speak Hindi during all our entire day in communication with our with the parents and family that all we have. So yes, Hindi attracted me a lot. Other point was regarding problem, as the problem was somewhere involved with criminal law. So interesting for me, and I have been reading about both of them for the past 4 years, of course, in a very detailed manner. So these were the two things that actually drew my attention, my interest towards this particular move that was being organized.
All right, great. And I completely agree to what both of you said, and especially Prachi, I adhere to that point that this moot particularly has been gaining a lot of traction in the past few years, just because it is targeting a very different approach. It is targeting students often don't know that at the lowest level of a dispute, any case which is being filed, the arguments are done, everything, the proceedings, the examination, cross examination, everything is done in Hindi. When we go to the high court, वहाँ पर वो फिर इंग्लिश में हर लॉयर के पास उनके ट्रांसलेटर्स होते हैं, वो ट्रांसलेट करते हैं सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स, दे पुट इट इन इंग्लिश एंड देन द प्रोसीडिंग्स गो ऑन फ्रॉम देयर. So therefore, if any one of you is willing to learn the intricacies of a trial, तो आपको हिंदी पे कमांड होना is important, or whatever mother tongue you have, क्योंकि आपके कोर्ट में वही यूज होगा. But yes, so makes sense. Anyway, a follow-up question to both of you. So, I would like one of you to answer this. Is how did you go about when you decided that you are going to do a moot in which is in Hindi, and you obviously would have gauged upon the challenges which are going to come on you. So how did you guys decide to form this team? So what all parameters should one hold in mind to frame a moot team?
As Harsh said, he used to participate. So we basically both like had a background. Like Harsh has a senior background than me with youth parliaments. Youth parliaments are bilingual. The best thing which I had, which I like got a plus point in my team was Harsh, because he had a history of bilingual debates. So he was very much aware of those Hindi technical terms and all those terminologies. Second, my researcher. The person who was who was doing all the research work and he was helping us out had a little bit of edge on Hindi because he belongs to a state, he belongs to a part where he have been working through Hindi lawyers, he have been working through district court lawyers, so somewhere he was well versed with that. Second, the best part about my team was I am very good with writing part, I'm very good with research part, and Harsh was a very brilliant, I should say, when it comes to speaking thing, and especially Hindi. So we got a edge on that particular point, और वहाँ पे हमारा एक बहुत plus point था कि यार चलो हिंदी मूट है, we have our technicalities, we have our issues, but team strong है, तो हम वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा कर रहे थे. Second, while पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन हिंदी मूड कोर्ट कंपटीशन, जो सबसे अहम चीज होती है, जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज थी, वो ये थी कि लाइक व्हाट आई रियलाइज, इसकी हम अपनी जो मेन मदर टंग है, जो हिंदी जो हम डेली बेसिस पे यूज करते हैं, वो हम धीरे धीरे भूलते जा रहे थे. बिकॉज देयर वर सिचुएशंस, जैसे हमारा मूड प्रॉब्लम जो था वो रेप पे था और मर्डर एब्डक्शन पे था. तो कई बार ऐसी मतलब फ्लो में वो इतने बार इंग्लिश वर्ड्स यूज हो जा रहे थे, एक एक स्टेटमेंट हो जा रहा था, तो वो चीज मेरे को बहुत जल्दी रियलाइज हुई कि यार जब हमें बेसिक चीजें नहीं पता है तो हम कितने भी बड़े कॉलेज से डिग्री ले ले, कितने भी बड़े एनएलयू से डिग्री ले ले, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है, देयर इज नो इम्पोर्टेंस टू इट. तो दिस वाज द टू थिंग्स व्हिच मोटिवेटेड मी कि यार नहीं, इस मूड को तो करना है, इस मूड को तो अच्छा करना है. और एक और था कि कॉलेज से आज तक कोई नहीं आया था, तो वी वर लाइक कि नहीं, इस मूड को तो बहुत अच्छा करना है. ऐसे कैसे कोई बोल देता है कि तुम्हें हिंदी नहीं आती, तुम्हें ये नहीं आता, बिकॉज डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में ये कमेंट्स हमें बहुत मिलते थे कि अच्छा बड़े इस कॉलेज से पढ़े हो, इंग्लिश आती होगी, हिंदी नहीं आती होगी. तो वी वर लाइक कि नहीं यार, ये तो करना है और ये बहुत अच्छे से करना है. तो दिस वाज 2 3 4 मोटिवेशंस जो कि बहुत अच्छा रहा, जो कि बहुत हेल्पफुल.
ग्रेट. मैंने मतलब आई फ्रैंकली डिड नॉट थिंक दिस मच, तुम लोगों ने जितना दिमाग लगाया इस मूड को करने के लिए, एंड आई रियली अप्रिशिएट कि अगर ये अप्रोच था मूड करने का तो इट इज़ रियली प्रेज वर्दी. क्योंकि जैसे मैं पहले बोल रहा था, पीपल डोंट नो, पीपल थिंक उनकी इंग्लिश खराब है, उनको पता नहीं है कि उनकी हिंदी कितनी ज़्यादा खराब है. तो वो क्योंकि दैट इज़ द लैंग्वेज ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, तो उनको लगता है कि हिंदी पे कमांड अच्छा है, बट in actuality we have very very bad Hindi as Indians. So anyway, uh, I'll come on to the drafting part. I would want to come on to it right now कि तुम लोगों ने draft कैसे किया, did you use a keyboard or what did you, who was typing all of that in Hindi? But before that, let's begin with the mood problem itself. So this mood problem was obviously in Hindi, and so can you tell all of us how difficult was it to first of all to tackle that mood problem? How different was it decoding a mood problem in Hindi compared to decoding a mood problem in English?
I would request Harsh to do it because he was the person who decoded the whole problem and translated in English for me. So I get the whole idea कि research कैसे करनी है.
Harsh, please enlighten all of us.
Talking about the language of the problem, though the language was quite easy to understand, but the issue that I faced, because it was my first mood, of course. So the problem I felt was somewhere not dealing with all the aspects. There were so many things left for the interpretation of the participants, of course. So being the first time participant, it was an issue because I was not able to decide on a lot of things. And since we were, of course, doing it from our home, so we were not in that much of interaction with the faculties who are generally guiding us in such kind of activities. So yes, the problem was easy to understand. Even if you don't know the basic Hindi, you can simply use the Google Translate to understand. That's a very simple tool that we have. But there were things regarding the legal aspect of the problem that was not a bit easy for me to understand. And then somewhere it was creating a kind of vacuum for us to create our things on our own, because the problem was not open-ended somewhere, I believe. So yes, it was a bit of an issue, but somewhere it was not that much difficult as we might feel कि Hindi है तो it will become a very big of an issue for us to understand. It was comparatively easier. Also, the drafting. Sure, continue.
I would like to point one thing कि हर्ष ने बोला कि easy था, नहीं था. There were terms जो कि मेरे को बिल्कुल पल्ले नहीं पड़ रहे थे. There were terms जैसे अभियुक्त, अभिव्यक्ता जैसे कुछ terms थे.
प्रतिवादी.
वादी प्रतिवादी still nice. We had अभियुक्त and अभिव्यक्ता. Now both the terms were very similar to me. So I used to have those little bit flashcards जिसमें लिखा होता था कि इसका मतलब appellant है, इसका मतलब respondent है. There were terms like kidnapping और abduction का literal meaning वाला terms था. तो mood problem was not easy, मतलब little bit hard. However, he had a edge, तो उसे लग रहा है कि बहुत easy. But it was not. You need a Google Translator for help.
So anyone who wants to go through this, ये Google Translator का tip आप लोग अपने पास रखिए. This is going to stay with you. So हाँ, तो as my next question, which was कि कितना knowledge चाहिए है actually में हिंदी का to target this mood, is also answered. You don't need a very in-depth knowledge from what I understand. You need a basic communicative language, just a couple of legal terminologies which we use, क्योंकि वो हमें नहीं पता है बिल्कुल भी. Plaintiff, witness, respondent, ये सब हमें पता है, इनके हिंदी terms हमें नहीं पता है. So that would do. So Google Translator would help you if you do not have a very in-depth knowledge of Hindi. तब भी आप, you can target this mood. आपको बस थोड़ा सा extra मेहनत लगेगी, but then it will give you immense amount of benefit considering how unconventional this mood is. All right.
Also, you need to proofread it after Google Translate because there are a lot of terms that we get a very different meaning altogether when I talk about in legal terms. So it can be helpful, but you need an overview of the same after getting done.
Google Translator, all these, obviously you cannot trust technology from blind-endedly, but yes, I think that obviously that could help. So, the next question is actually on drafting now, as Harsh was willing to attempting answer that question. Abhi. So Harsh, basically the entire drafting was done in Hindi, okay? Which is, I don't know how that was done. मेरे को वकील के ट्रांसलेटर को ढूंढने में उसी के साथ ही रहता था जब मैंने इंटर्नशिप्स की थी वहां पर. Anyway, so this entire drafting, did you guys break up the issues amongst the team, or did one of you typed all the issues because उसको हिंदी में typing आती थी? How did you get it typed? How did you get it drafted? That too. और तुम लोग जब when you were researching and जब जो preliminary stages होते हैं कि आप research करते करते अपने arguments rough में लिखते हो, तो क्या तुम लोग वो rough में arguments हिंदी में लिख रहे थे, or were you writing that in English?
Drafting actually became a major issue for us because the time when we had this mood, we had our exams going on simultaneously at the very point of time. Right. But we anyways had to make a submission because we already were enrolled as a participant. So the major point that we actually decided on previously was that one of our teammates, that is our researcher, of course, was from a background where his father is an advocate in district court, and he was very much familiar with the legal drafting part. So we were with a view that, okay, this will get done. ये है आराम से handle हो जाएगा. But what came as a major problem here was that he was not having well health at the time of competition when we had the submissions. So somewhere this became as an issue, and what happened was that there were around 4 to 5 issues in the competition that was mentioned in the memorial. Of course, that's not an exhaustive list. And what we did that since we're running short of time, so we divided the issues amongst ourselves. So there we somewhere deal around with the 3 issues only, not the entire 5 issues. So we were dealing with the 3 issues because we somewhere decided that ठीक है पूरा नहीं होता, but we will make a submission and then we will see how to handle this in the oral advocacy part. So at the end of the day, I since had a little bit of knowledge of Hindi, so I can write, but when it came to typing, so that was an issue because I was not that much well versed when it came to typing, and I did not even have the knowledge of how to get it done actually. So I somewhere tried to use Google Translate and other reliable translating apps, and then we did the proofreading of the same because that was the only option left. Even after the fact that yes, I can write, but then obviously when it comes to typing, that is not in my hand because I'm not that much aware about Hindi typing. So yes, this was how we somehow managed to get it done and submitted it at the very last moment on this.
Great. मतलब if any one of you, everyone who's here, if any one of you wants to target this mood, ये सारी tips, क्योंकि अब इतने unconventional mood में आपको traditional ways नहीं काम आएंगे. You will always need the tips to approach that thing, whatever it is, if it is unconventional. तो ये सारी tips आपको बहुत काम आएंगी. Google Translator से type तो कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे, I'm sure. Hindi keyboard.
I would really like to interrupt here and add a point. There's this one technology जो phone keyboard में होती है, where you can type in English, but the word जो लिपि होती है वो हिंदी हो जाती है.
Correct.
So I use this particular technology क्योंकि charts तो रोज होते थे, तो वो somewhere I had an idea कि कैसे लिखना है और Then I belong to a family जहाँ हिंदी it's like very normal, लोग बात करते हैं. I had my parents to proofread it. So what I did is I typed the whole thing in English और वो translate होते जा रहा था हिंदी में, and I used to send those things to my parents कि उसे proofread कर दो, so they used to proofread it. So somewhere this is a very important tip जो कि आप याद रख सकते हैं. And you guys won't believe we made a 24-page memorial. We submitted the whole 24-page memorial. We did all the issues. We had like we did from the both the sides 25 and 24 pages of the memorial. Respondent side it was 25 pages I guess, and from the applicant side it was 24 pages memorial. So yes, we did the whole work, and it was not a very hard thing. मतलब अगर आपके पास थोड़ा टेक्नोलॉजी का ज्ञान है तो आप बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं.
And all of this on typing on phone and Google Translator, that's all. ठीक है, तो ये देख लो, इसमें मेमो बनाने में भी यू विल टेक टाइम कन्वेंशनल मेथड से ज़्यादा थोड़ा. बट हर्ष के आंसर से मुझे एक और चीज़ समझ में आई. थर्ड टीम मेंबर जो आपका था, he had his father was in district practice, right? District court का practice. So ये obviously this must have been a factor while deciding कि ये this will help. तो anyone who wants to go for that, ये सारी चीज़ें ध्यान में रखा करो आप. If you want to target a moot, ऐसे members होने चाहिए उस moot में जिसका कोई ना कोई niche feed कर रहा हो towards your approach, towards how systematic you will be in approaching that moot. Now, anyway, this is just something which I thought I'll share with you. Acha. Now, Prachi and Harsh, coming to the another, every leg of this moot has to be difficult than the other, because now we come to the oral argumentation part, जहाँ पर हमारी बिल्कुल भी, this Hindi is not the Hindi which we use in court. तो जो हिंदी, जो क्लिष्ट शुद्ध हिंदी हम यूज करते हैं कोर्ट में, how was the entire oral round preparation? Approximately how many rounds did it take you guys? I understand Harsh must have taken a bit lesser practice, but how many rounds generally did it take you guys to, be confident about your oral argumentation? कितनी प्रैक्टिस आपने की, कहाँ पे?
तो उस टाइम पे हमारे मिड सेमेस्टर्स चल रहे थे, तो प्रैक्टिस का बहुत टाइम नहीं था. तो व्हाट वी डिड, इसकी वीडियो कॉल पे या मिरर के सामने खड़े होके हम उससे बस पढ़ते थे, बिकॉज आई वाज अ पर्सन, even I am a person who was into debate and everything, but उस तरह की हिंदी बोलना is very different, और इस तरह की हिंदी बोलना is जमीन आसमान का डिफरेंस. तो I used to read it, I used to like write everything, I used to highlight everything कि इस वर्ड को क्या बोलते हैं. मतलब मुझे लिटरली इंग्लिश टू हिंदी डिक्शनरी लेके बैठनी पड़ी थी कि अगर मुझसे कुछ पूछ रहा है तो I used to like open it, अच्छा इस वर्ड को ये बोलते हैं हिंदी में, मुझे ऐसे फ्रेम करके बोलना है. These were few things जो कि बहुत hard थी. Then I remember I used to also see कि जैसे there were few speeches from our great legends जो हिंदी में बोल रहे थे. So I get an idea कि अच्छा ऐसे भी हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं. We can demonstrate these particular, we can have these particular tips and tricks. So I used to watch Atal Bihari Vajpayee's videos. Then I even watched there was one video from Jawaharlal Nehru's videos. So there were few legends which I take reference. I would like to give them a credit. However, they're not here, but I would like to share the credit to them also.
Harsh, would you like to add to this?
Talking about the practice of oral rounds, of course, because things are quite a bit different when I talk about physical moots. Though I haven't participated in any, but I have witnessed a few in my 4 years journey, of course. So what I found different in normally going and participating physically at a particular place or doing it online is that sometimes you have a leverage in an online mood, because there are things that you might tend to forget or confuse at that point of time. So you do have resources in front of you that you can very easily refer to, which is not that similar in a scenario when I talk about in a physical mood. So preparing for oral rounds, I believe what's more important rather than just focusing upon how you speak and what you present is a coordination between both the speakers. Because I find that there are situations that I witnessed with the other team as well, that both the speakers were not like somewhere in a similar zone when it came to speaking about the issues and the arguments. There was a kind of disparity between the both. So in an oral argument, what I personally felt, though obviously it cannot be a hard and fast rule because I haven't participated in that much of a mood, but from my personal experience, what I felt was that it is obviously important for an individual speaker to focus on their arguments and issues, of course, but make sure that there is a very good coordination between both the speakers while they are performing in the oral rounds, because that I believe is somewhere more important if you want to handle it in a very nice way. And this is the only thing which actually made us win, because as I told you that we were not dealing with all the issues. So obviously this came up as an issue for us in the oral rounds, because the other team were continuously targeting with this particular point that they have not dealt with the other two issues. So this somewhere means that they're accepting it. So in order to deal with it, yes, we had our coordination, we had our preparation. So we somewhere covered it up in the oral rounds. So that's how it somewhere helped us.
Hmm.
Yes, we literally got the like in our rebuttal, the statement which we got from the other team was कि इन्होंने तो सिर्फ 2 इशू करे हैं, यहाँ तो 5 इशू है, मतलब ये बाकी 3 में एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं कि they are accepting कि उनकी गलती है. I was like, no, we are not accepting. We were not in a state कि हम सारे issues कर सके. हमें उतना हिंदी का ज्ञान नहीं था, but we didn't said. But yes, this was the particular term जो कि वो आ रहा था कि अच्छा तुमने वो सारी accept करी है.
How did you guys manage your way around it?
So see what I said, like we had a little bit of coordination कि हम समझ जाते हैं एक दूसरे का mindset, telepathy kind of. So I was like कि let it be, let it be. We had the round in our semis. Then in the preliminary we got the same thing. तो preliminary में तो हमने कुछ नहीं बोला था. Semis में what we did is कि silence is not a mere yes. And we like skipped that particular thing and judge was like okay.
That's it, and you sailed through.
Yes, we sailed through it.
You were lucky enough that day. Great. So, अच्छा हाँ, one more thing. ये मुझे starting में ही पूछ लेना चाहिए था, but yeah. तो ये this moot was done in हिंदी, पूरा हिंदी में ही हो रहा था, लेकिन ऐसा ट्रायल वाला बिल्कुल भी फॉर्मेट नहीं था. Everything was जो फॉर्मेट था that was a conventional moot. आपको issues मिलेंगे, then you have to argue from one side, prepare your memo, conventional. All right. Okay, and so talking about the moot, Prachi and Harsh, you guys, I think you should elaborate on about the moot per se. कैसा moot था? What was different about that? How was the organization of that moot? जो particular administrative aspect होता है, you approach the organizers, how quick they were or how cordial they were in responding to your queries or issues, and all of that. How was the quality of judging? So per se that.
First thing first, the organizing team was very helpful. I would really like to appreciate them because हमने उन्हें रात में 11 बजे भी फोन किया because we had these queries. तो हमने उन्हें रात में 11 बजे भी मेल किया, 11 बजे भी कॉल किया and they responded it very nicely. नहीं तो लोग irritate हो जाते हैं. But they responded it very nicely. Ananya Khare and there was this one more person I was coordinating to Ananya. So that person, like she was such a calm and such a sweet person कि उसने बहुत lightly, बहुत अच्छे से पूरी चीज organize करी थी. Then if I talk about the judging part, तो preliminary and quarterfinals were okay. The grilling starts from semis and I was like for dead end था, मतलब I was the second speaker, Harsh was the first speaker. तो हर्ष का जो इशू था दैट वाज रिलेटेड टू abduction एंड किडनैपिंग. माय इश्यूज वर रिलेटेड टू मर्डर एंड सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट का चार्जेस. तो अब हर्ष से तो कुछ नहीं पूछते थे बिकॉज ही वाज द फर्स्ट इशू. सेकंड स्पीकर के पास क्वेश्चन आता था, अच्छा तुम्हारे फर्स्ट स्पीकर ने ये बोला था तुम इसका भी आंसर दो. अब आई वाज लाइक ओके ठीक है. आई यूज्ड टू रिप्लाई टू देम, आई यूज्ड टू आल्सो अपोलोजाइज कि अगर मैंने कुछ गलत बोला तो. But at the end they used to break bones. They literally used to break bones and they were like, because there was this one judge who was in income tax department. He was the legal advisor of the income tax department. Other was a criminal lawyer and the third was the ex district court judge. So they has a very big knowledge and especially if we talk about Hindi, तो उनकी हिंदी तो इतनी अच्छी थी कि मतलब मुझे तो ऐसा होता था कि बस मैं क्या बोलूं इसके बाद. और ऊपर से हर्ष के इश्यूज. अब उसका इशू था किडनैपिंग और एब्डक्शन. उसका तो पहले मुझे हिंदी टर्मिनोलॉजी नहीं समझ आ रहा था कि मैं क्या बोलूं. मैं इसको ऐसे बोलूं कि इसको ऐसे बोलूं. देन हर्ष वाज लाइक कि अच्छा ठीक है वो तुझसे जो पूछते हैं अगर तुझे नहीं बन रहा है तो अपोलोजाइज इट टू इट. बट देन आई रियलाइज कि उसमें मार्क्स कट जाते हैं. So I read my issues and his issues. Then I had an extra set of books ready कि अगर वो कुछ question पूछते हैं तो I'll tell them. अगर वो हर्ष से कुछ question पूछ रहा है, हर्ष कुछ answer नहीं दे रहा है, तो I have to prepare those answers as well. Because at the end team के score कम हो रहे थे. So this was like a biggest challenge. However, they helped us a lot. मतलब उनकी tips और tricks जो थी हमने next mood में apply किया था. We recently like participated in the mood and we also won. Like we got the second runner up and I was the best speaker. सो वो जो उनके टिप्स और ट्रिक्स थे, वो उनकी जो छोटी छोटी चीजें थी वो बहुत हेल्पफुल. तो जजिंग वाज 10 on 10, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वाज 10 on 10. इसमें तो even Harsh was agree on the same because they helped us a lot. They taught us a lot basically.
Amity is focusing a lot on this mood because obviously because of the traction it is getting and the quality of judging, as Prachi you've been mentioning now. Great. And it's really amazing. I personally feel it is amazing that someone is doing that. They are coming up with a mood in Hindi and they are watering it since then. That's great. Anyway, so apart from the mood, acha, haan, one more thing which again I should have asked first. How easy or tough was the research part? क्योंकि research पे तो आपके sources भी बहुत limited होंगे if you're using Anupa or SEC online. तो research को कंसाइल करना कितना टफ या कितना इजी था? How was it?
For me, actually, I'm a person जो बहुत ऐसा पार्टी वार्टी नहीं करता, बहुत इधर उधर घूमने नहीं जाता, and this was a lockdown period. So I was like कि पूरा दिन books में, and I also ordered few books ऐसा थोड़ा fancy दिखने के लिए. तो those books जो कि मैंने first year में order करी थी, second year में order करी थी, वो मेरे को fourth year में काम. I had this LexisNexis का IPC का book, then I had evidence law, I even had this local administrative का कुछ law. So those books helped me. एक और चीज, my father is he's a doctor basically, but he did his LLB also after like graduating from a medical college. So that was a edge कि उनकी जो books थी वो हिंदी में थी. तो वहां से मुझे बहुत हेल्प मिल गई कि अच्छा इसे ऐसे लिखते हैं, इसे ऐसे लिखते हैं. तो मेरे को वो चीज बहुत क्लियर थी. बाकी अब हर्ष अपना आइडिया बता.
हिंदी की काफी एक्सेस भी मिल गई थी तुम लोगों को. आई एम श्योर तुम लोगों ने ढूंढी होगी, एफर्ट लगाए होंगे, बट अच्छी खासी एक्सेस मिल गई थी. अदरवाइज आई डोंट.
हाँ, कॉलेज भी काफी हेल्पफुल था. मतलब वी हैड दिस यूपीएस लाइब्रेरी जिसमें बहुत है. मतलब अगर आप बैठे हो, अगर आपको प्रॉपर यूटिलाइज करना आता है, यूज करना आता है, तो उसमें काफी मटेरियल है. बाकी हर्ष अपना बताएगा क्योंकि उसने तो ज्यादा बड़ा इशू डील किया था.
यस हर्ष, वुड यू लाइक टू, आप कुछ ऐड करना चाहेंगे इस पे?
On which part, organizing or research?
हाँ, mood मतलब कैसा था generally? What is your take on
mood? Of course, we all know that it's such a difficult time for all of us that we're not able to continue with our regular activities in a manner that we used to do. But since it was organized online and then it was somewhere managed in a very nice way, though I found a few issues, but I believe whenever there is an organizing part, because I've myself organized a lot of events under my college, so one or two petty issues can arise. But still, the way it was handled by the organizing committee was like a very nice manner. Apart from that, I don't see that there was any difficulty in organizing. Coming on to the judging part, yes, as we all know that in prelims, we usually call senior students of those in universities or the faculties as the judges for the prelims. So the judging level of prelims, I did not find that much good, only for the prelims round, of course. But later on, as we move to the second preliminary, of course, and then to the quarters and the semis, judging, the level of the judges that were coming was really good. And there is a lot, when you talk about mooting, that there is a lot they come and tell you and teach you specifically that these are the certain things that we can learn from them. And also in the final round, we had around 5 judges. So obviously 5 judges sitting over there on the other side of the screen to grill you is a very big tension on head. So it was a very stressed environment altogether during the entire 1 or 2 hours of duration, but it was really nice. Once it was over, I was personally very happy with it, because initially I was not interested in doing a moot. And I never really liked about the concept of doing a moot at all. I was interested in trial advocacy somewhere, but moot was something that I was never that much interested in. But since we had certain new rules enacted in our college, so that somewhere motivated me to do it. But once I was already done with it, so I really liked it and enjoyed it very much. Even the judging was really nice. I even spoke to the judges after the event, because there are a lot of things that you can learn from them as to what were the things that you were not good enough in and how should you improve with that. So that was how it is. Talking about the research part, as you have mentioned that there are very limited number of resources, of course, in the language Hindi to be particular. But I believe when I'm talking about any legal issue that is there in the MOOC, so we do have resources in English, so that can be translated or somewhere converted into the Hindi. So we can refer to the same normal resources. It's not that big of a difference. But yes, it becomes more convenient for us as a participant if I'm getting the same resource in Hindi. So I don't need to do that much of editing or typing in it. If I get it in Hindi, so I can easily refer it in my document of memorial, of course. but also there are English resources which can be equally referred as we do in the English modes, of course.
Makes sense. And guys, how many teams participated? You 34, if I'm not wrong.
34 teams.
And Prachi, you also mentioned something about the Blast winning team.
Yes.
Also there in this,
They were the biggest competitors. Like they were the neck to neck competition.
you guys
I
knew
was
that
like,
the moment you went to the moot, you guys knew that they have also come.
नहीं. So what happened is हम preliminary rounds में भी हम एक दूसरे के against थे. तो we were like कि चलो ठीक है यार, ये टीम बहुत अच्छी है, इन्हें पता है सब चीजें हैं, but finals में so this was like a kind of a mistake we did. I just googled that particular person कि यार ये person है कौन, ये इतना अच्छा कैसे बोल रहा है, और वहां पे फिर दिख गया कि they won the last. तो वहां पे ना एकदम ऐसा था कि यार क्या ही जीतेंगे हम कि क्या ही होगा हमारे साथ. But Harsh was and like Abhishek was like कि नहीं यार, let's do it. But they were like the biggest competitors. They won the 4th national amity Hindi moot court competition. तो उन्हें बहुत idea था. They were like कि उन्हें चीजें पता थी, मतलब जजेस उनसे पूछते थे उससे पहले उन्हें चीजें पता थी. तो they were like ऐसा था कि एक टाइम पे तो हम लोग की बहुत हालत टाइट हो गई थी. हमने तो मतलब वहां पे ऐसा हो गया था कि यार ये हम कैसे जीतेंगे. बट व्हेन द रिजल्ट्स वर लाइक वी वर लाइक कि नहीं यार हम कर सकते हैं, वी कैन आल्सो डू इट, बिकॉज़ दिस वाज द फर्स्ट मूट. इससे पहले वी हैव पार्टिसिपेटेड इन डिबेट कॉम्पिटिशंस. हमें चीजें पता थी, हमें करंट अफेयर्स, पीस लाइक मर्डर, रेप, एब्डक्शन, ये सब चीजों के बारे में पता था. बट स्पेसिफिकली मूट, सो दिस वाज द फर्स्ट मूट. तो ऑब्वियसली हमारी हालत वो फर्स्ट ईयर के बच्चे जैसी थी कि यार फर्स्ट क्या करेंगे, कैसे बोलेंगे.
Prachi, this was the first moot for you as well.
यस.
Oh.
All three of us.
बट वही था ना कि हमें चीजें लाइक हमने बुक से बहुत पढ़ा था इस चीज में. मी एंड हर्ष बोथ हैव दिस वन वेरी गुड थिंग कि हम चीजें मतलब अगर जैसे कोई नया टॉपिक है, सपोज करिए आज कुछ नया लेजिस्लेटिव नया कुछ एक्ट आया है, तो इवन इन आवर फोन कॉल कन्वर्सेशन हम उस चीज को डिस्कस करते हैं. तो हमारा जो आउटसाइड नॉलेज था वो बहुत बड़ा था, तो हम उस चीजों को हैंडल करना. देन वी वर इन 4th ईयर, ऑब्वियसली हमें चीजें पता थी कैसे बोलनी है, क्या बोलना है. तो समवेयर दैट वाज अ वेरी गुड पॉइंट विद अस.
आपका स्पेक्ट्रम जितना बड़ा होता है आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग उतना ज्यादा
एग्जैक्टली.
that is true. So guys, the last couple of questions and then we'll take the Q&A. We have 2 questions, very generic, so you good. आप लोग would you recommend this moot now, both of you doing a moot in fact for the first time and managing to win it is commendable, but my next question is how would you recommend this particular moot to someone who's going for the moot who's attempting mooting for the first time? And अगर आप obviously I think you are going to recommend it, आप क्या क्या tips दोगे उसे to you know be more prepared for it if he's doing a moot for the first time? Now in hindsight आपको क्या लगता है how could you guys be better prepared?
तो yes, you should definitely go this moot अगर आपका ये पहला अटेम्प्ट भी है, बिकॉज वही मैंने बताया ना कि आप इंग्लिश में उतना अच्छा कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर सकते जितना अच्छा आप हिंदी में कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हो. देयर इज दिस वन अफेक्शन एडेड टू दिस पर्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज, जहाँ जज आपको मतलब वो एक अटैचमेंट हो जाता है. यू अटैच योरसेल्फ टू द केस, आप बोलते हो तो पता चलता है. सेकंड थिंग, टिप्स और ट्रिक्स. तो यू नीड टू हैव अ टीम जिसका स्कोप बहुत बड़ा. आई हैड अ टीम जिसमें स्पीकर्स बहुत अच्छे थे, जिसमें रिसर्चर के साथ एक बैकग्राउंड अटैच था. देन there's this one more important thing जो आपको याद रखनी है, वो आपकी टेक्नोलॉजी फ्रेंडली हो. यू कैन नॉट बी डम बाय टेक्नोलॉजी. यहाँ पे जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज होती है वो टेक्नोलॉजी, बिकॉज दैट इज द ओनली थिंग विच विल हेल्प यू इन गूगल ट्रांसलेटिंग या तो किसी भी XYZ तरह का ट्रांसलेट करने में. सेकेंड, if you are in your first years, so obviously I would not recommend this to first or second year student, but yes, अगर आप third year के हो, fourth year के हो, fifth year के हो, then definitely go for it, because second third year में आपको IPC और evidence act पढ़ा देते हैं, तो आपको idea होता है. first second year में नहीं होता है, उस टाइम तो BA के subjects ही रहते हैं majority, but you are in your third year fourth year, तो आप definitely go for it. And like ये ऐसा moot है जहाँ सिर्फ आपको हिंदी इशू पड़ेगा, बाकी आपको नहीं पड़ेगा. जैसे इंग्लिश मूड में होता है. आई रिसेंटली हैड अ मूड अभी लास्ट मंथ ओनली. तो वो इंग्लिश में था। तो इंग्लिश में भी इतने फैंसी वर्ड्स थे कि उसमें भी अपने आप की हालत ऐसी हो गई थी कि यार ये क्या बोल रहा है, ये कैसे बोल रहा है, क्यों बोल रहा है। हिंदी में ये चीज नहीं होती, आपको चीजें आप रिलेट कर सकते हो, यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अच्छा ये कहना चाह रहा है, ये बोलना चाह रहा है। तो आई वुड रेकमेंड go for this moot in your third year, fourth year, और ये तो हर साल होता है। and this moot basically happens in September. ये इस बार फरवरी में हुआ है, but this moot like I believe ये जो लास्ट ईयर जो मूट हुआ था ये भी शायद सितंबर अक्टूबर में था। तो डू गो फॉर इट एंड इट्स फ्री, मतलब आपको विन विन रहता है इसमें, यू डोंट हैव टू पे एनी रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस। तो like it's a win-win situation.
No, I guess Amity is paying a lot of,
yes, they
promote this more.
For deep pockets actually.
ठीक है, पैसे जब तक नहीं ले रहे हैं that is fine. हाँ, वैसे this point which you raised is very relevant कि आप and considering when the problem is on topics like murder and abduction, और तब आपको जब हिंदी में अपने arguments देने को मिल जाएंगे तो it would create a very different impact than what might be possible when you're talking English.
Yes, आप मतलब आप जैसे आप खुद सोचिए, रेप जैसा कोई टॉपिक है उसको आप हिंदी में कितने खूबसूरती से बता सकते हो, बट आप इंग्लिश में नहीं बता सकते।
करेक्ट, आई अंडरस्टैंड।
तो ये एक प्लस पॉइंट था हमारे लिए। तो वो डिसाइडेड था, लाइक वी हैड अ प्रैक्टिस अबाउट हाउ टू डू डिबेट्स एंड एवरीथिंग। तो वो कहीं ना कहीं हमारे पास एक ट्यून सेट थी कि ऐसे प्रेजेंट करना है। So this helped us a lot.
हर्ष, योर टेक ऑन, आप किसे रिकमेंड करेंगे, ये क्या पॉइंटर्स के साथ रिकमेंड करना चाहेंगे टू समवन?
Obviously, I will not straight away recommend it to everyone because this is something which depends on the interest and the capabilities of the individual. So obviously, I personally don't feel that it matters in which year I am to participate in a moot, because being in fourth year and participating in my first moot, of course, is late if I consider in the normal scenario. So I don't think that it matters if I would have participated in the same moot in my first year. Because somewhere what I felt personally was the motive of participating in a moot is not just improving your communication skills, but also reading about things that are actually not a part of my curriculum at that point of time. Like suppose, for example, if I as a first year student would have participated in this moot, so in first year, all I was taught about in terms of law was contract and torts. So obviously, ये मेरे लिए नई चीज होती being a first year student, which I have learned apart from the hundreds of other students that are there in my class. So it is obviously an edge for me when I do it at an early stage and then I go for internships. So there are things that I already know and that I can use in order to learn new things in that particular internship. So yes, I believe year is not a particular thing that we should focus on. And if we feel that if we are prepared even at the stage of first year, then we should obviously participate. The thing that was with us, but even after the fact that in either of us, all three of us was we were very new with the concept of moot because we never participated in one. But individually, when I see that, I saw personally that there are two things that are basically important in that aspect is the communication and the research skills. So I had an experience of both the things simultaneously, and my other teammates had as well. For like Prachi has been teaching with Career Launcher for past 5-6 months. So she had a very nice knowledge about the subjects. She had a very good research skills. And I myself have been working with Center for Civil Society for a few months now. So I also have a very very deep interest in obviously speaking as well as researching both, because there is a lot of research involved when I talk about working in CCS. So yes, we had those skills. So even after the fact that we were new to the concept of moot, but since the skills that are required in the moot, we were aware of that. So it helped us a lot. Even after being obviously naive in that particular field, we took its help and then we somewhere won the competition. So yes, I would suggest that first year ho, second year ho, don't see the year, of course. And even if you are in a final year and you haven't participated in any moot, you should still go and do it, because it is something that is, I believe, not related with the year of graduation that you are a part of. You can still go and learn. It's never obviously too late to learn, even if it's your final year or first year. If you feel that you are ready, only then you should participate, because obviously अब ये नहीं कि सब कर रहे हैं तो मैं भी कर लूं. We should not go with this ideology. If I personally feel that yes, I can go ahead and handle the situation, then I should definitely do that. And as long as I don't have that confidence, obviously even after the fact I will participate in 10 or 20 number of moots, I would still not be able to perform. So we need that in ourselves. Yeah.
So I agree with what Harsh said and about the first year participation. But I have like from past 1 year I've been teaching in career launches, so I know kids कि वो 12th year वाला mindset क्या होता है. Like the very first day, I know like kids have been talking to me कि मैम हमें ये नहीं समझ आ रहा है. तो first year में it becomes little difficult for you to understand these things. I mean, it's not मतलब I'm not saying कि आप मत करो participate. I'm just saying कि आपके पास इतनी हिम्मत होनी चाहिए कि अगर आप फेल हो रहे हो तो यू ग्रो फ्रॉम दैट, आप डिमोटिवेट नहीं हो जाओ. मतलब ये एक प्लस पॉइंट है कि आप डिमोटिवेट मत हो जाओ. गो फॉर इट, बट यस डोंट डिमोटिवेट योरसेल्फ. डोंट कम लाइक आई हैव सीन पीपल जिन्होंने फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर में लाइक आई रिमेंबर देयर वर फ्यू ऑफ माय क्लासमेट्स जिन्होंने फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर में बहुत मूव किए, बट दे डिडंट वन एनीथिंग. तो वो अब मूव करना बंद कर दे. लाइक दिस इज अ ईयर, ये फोर्थ फिफ्थ ईयर ऐसा टाइम होता है जब आपको दुनिया की नॉलेज होती है. तो अब वो मूड करना बंद हो गए. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे डिडंट वन एनीथिंग. तो ये चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए. तो अगर आप फर्स्ट सेकंड ईयर में भी कर रहे हो तो हैव दिस ओपन माइंड कि यार चलो ठीक है, हारे ना ठीक है, कुछ नहीं होता, नेक्स्ट में अच्छा करेंगे, नेक्स्ट में अच्छा करेंगे. लाइक टेक इट एज अ लेसन, डोंट डिमोटिवेट योरसेल्फ. बाकी तो जब खाली हो तब कर लेना चाहिए. अब तो ऐसा हो गया, मतलब आपके पास इतना होना चाहिए कि आप मेमोरियल बना लो, बाकी आप कभी भी कर लो.
हाँ का in the end वो boil down वही कर जाता है. But I after listening to both of you I find merit in actually both of your arguments. क्योंकि arguments में year does not matter until and unless you have the requisite wisdom to approach that subject or the necessary interest to उसमें घुसने का मन करे कि अगर मेरे को आईपीसी नहीं आता है तो मैं आईपीसी सीखूंगा. आईपीसी आप पूरा नहीं सीखोगे. यू विल नॉट गेट टू नो द एंटायर आईपीसी आफ्टर मूड, बट यू विल गेट टू नो वेरी स्पेसिफिक पार्ट ऑफ आईपीसी. लेकिन उसमें तुम्हें इतना कुछ पता लग जाएगा that it will be easy for you in the later years जब आप आईपीसी पढ़ोगे जाके. You will have a very good command compared to your peers. So that is true. बट अगेन अगर आप सेकेंड ईयर में ही कोई इंटरनेशनल लॉ मूट में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो और अगर उसमें हार जा रहे हो जाके, तो डोंट गेट डीमोटिवेटेड. उसमें देयर इज ऑलवेज फाइंड द लर्निंग व्हाट इन योर लूज whatever battles you've lost. So yeah, that's absolutely correct. Now my last question to both of you, I would just want one single tip from both of you. The most important tip. आपका पहला मूड था, खत्म हो गया, आप जीत गए हो. So what is one tip which you both would like to give individually to all our participants? कोई लाइफ टिप, कॉलेज टिप, फिफ्थ ईयर टिप, पार्टी टिप नहीं चाहिए हमें. मूड
से रिलेटेड टिप. सो जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है वो आप अपनी टीम में अच्छे रखो. यहाँ पे बिल्कुल ये मत सोचो कि आप इसके फ्रेंड हो तो इसे बुरा लग जाएगा. At the end, to be very honest, I might sound very blunt in this, but yes, मूड आप अकेले जीतते हो, वो आपकी सीवी में अकेले रिफ्लेक्ट होता है, आप चीजें अकेले लर्न करते हो. बिकॉज आई had this personal experience. यहाँ पे तो हर्ष was a very good friend of mine, तो somewhere it was a plus point. But yes, अगर कोई ऐसा फ्रेंड है जो आपकी बिल्कुल मदद नहीं कर रहा है, जो आपके मेमोरियल में बिल्कुल हेल्प नहीं कर रहा है, तो आप कितना बना लोगे मेमोरियल. तो have your teammates who knows thing, who have knowledge of particular subject matter. Second, अपने मूड प्रॉब्लम को रोज एक बार पढ़ो. आप रोज नई चीज देखोगे. आई बेट यू विल फाइंड एवरी डे अ न्यू थिंग. हमने इस मूड प्रॉब्लम को हमने आई बिलीव मेमोरियल सबमिट करने के पहले भी हमने मूड प्रॉब्लम पढ़ी है, आर्ग्यूमेंट्स देने के पहले भी पढ़ी, और हमें नई चीजें मिल रही थी. तो आप अपनी मूड प्रॉब्लम पे सबसे ज्यादा फोकस करो. मूड प्रॉब्लम स्पीक्स फॉर इटसेल्फ. वो आपको चीजें बताएगा कि लो बहन लो, यहाँ पे ये चीज है, ये है. तो यू नीड टू लाइक लुक टू अ वेरी ब्राइट साइड. और मेमोरियल टाइम से बना लेना चाहिए, कंपेंडियम टाइम से बना लेना चाहिए. लास्ट डे काम नहीं करना चाहिए. डोंट बी अ प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटर हियर. चूज योर टीममेट्स वाइजली.
दो टिप्स जो मैं गैदर कर पा रहा हूँ, वो टिप्स हम भी बहुत ज्यादा लोगों को बताते हैं. एवरी सेशन वी टेक, हर जगह की टीम बहुत वाइजली चुननी चाहिए. फ्रेंडशिप शुड नॉट बी अ क्राइटेरिया, क्योंकि बाद में उस मूड के बाद फिर वो फ्रेंडशिप नहीं बचेगी. अगर आप फ्रेंडशिप
अगर आप हार गए तो वो फ्रेंडशिप नहीं बचेगी, वो खत्म है.
सिर्फ फ्रेंडशिप क्राइटेरिया नहीं होना चाहिए. ऑब्वियसली इफ यू कैन हैव द सिनर्जी, बट अकाउंटेबिलिटी मेंटेन करना आना चाहिए आपको दूसरी टीम मेंबर्स पे. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट कि हाँ, सेकंड थिंग व्हिच यू I missed
टाइम
it.
से काम करना चाहिए. मेमोरियल समय से, कंपेंडियम टाइम से. लास्ट डे काम नहीं करना चाहिए.
लास्ट डे पे बच्चों ने बहुत मेरे सामने ये सवाल आया कि आज मेमो सबमिट करके दे दे या फिर आज की गलतियां कल सबमिट करके दे दे तो -2 हो जाएगा लेकिन गलतियों के नंबर नहीं कटेंगे. तो दिस क्वेश्चन एवरी मूटर फेसेस दिस क्वेश्चन, बट stand on the better side of erring rather than stand on the side of caution rather than erring. So हाँ ठीक है. Harsh, what's your tip to all our participants?
What I'd like to talk about here is the research part, because when I talk about the experience that I've seen, because I do organize a lot of events, I have been doing it since the past 3 years. So I've been to various institutes within Dehradun and out of Dehradun as well. So what I observe particularly is that even after getting good marks, good grades, and then excelling in every field, there are things with research that we are not as students aware of. And being a law student, I believe मुझे कहीं भी जाना, be it I want to go into litigation or I want to go into academics or I want to work for some fancy firm. Research is something that we should learn. And even if I talk particularly about colleges that are there, I obviously don't know about a lot of colleges, but the ones that I know about, research is something that students don't know at all. Even today, when I go on and scroll on LinkedIn, since it's a pandemic time, so people are getting so creative these days and they're doing a lot of things. But the quality of articles that I go and read is obviously not something that you expect from a law student. And because of the fact that I believe that there are multiple paid journals also that are coming into the picture, so students are not that much focusing upon research when it comes to writing research papers or articles, but they're somewhere just trying to fulfill the liability of getting this much things done so that they can reflect it on their CV. So yes, I particularly feel that obviously apart from the points that you guys have mentioned, research is something that we should be focusing upon. And I somewhere at my particular individual aspect also try to like help the other individuals or emphasize upon the use of research in the obviously junior year of colleges. And of course, coming on to team is something which is the base of a mood. So everything begins from choosing the team. So it has to be someone who is useful for you at the same time who has the mindset of working as a team and not as an individual. Because here in this competition, like I have seen people being so confident that yes, I am the speaker, and they're not giving that much value to the researcher at that particular point of time. But when I talk about the mood team, of course, all the three individuals have their specific roles, and without even one of them, you are anyway disqualified and not going to be allowed to participate in the competition. So yes, choose your team wisely, focus on research. That is the major point that I would like to highlight, because speaking is something we are doing a lot in the law universities these days. We have debates, we have MUNs, we have YPs, and we have a lot of speaking activities that are somewhere improving our communication skills. But I believe that even if the colleges are not emphasizing that much, you should, as an individual, either by way of internships or by way of writing more research papers or blogs, little things are there which can somewhere improve the research skills. Because from my opinion, I have participated in 2 moots only, and I have seen the memorials of other moot as well. So there are majority of memorials that are not very well drafted, and then you will find the loopholes that are there with on the part of researching. For example, like if I have time, I'd like to quote an example. Like the last moot that I was participating in was based on a civil problem. And what happened in that particular moot was that it was related to the pension of a dead man, and he had 2 wives apparently. So somewhere, since he was an employee of central government, so of course the central government pension rules are going to be applying. But I witnessed it that the memorials of a lot of teams were somewhere mentioning the state pension schemes and not the central pension schemes. There are things like this that you find in national moot court, and that is, I believe, very bad on the part of law students, because as law student, what we should very primarily know is drafting. And without that, I don't see that half of our work gets reduced anyways if you don't know drafting, because that's a very basic part of a legal profession. So yes, we should focus upon that equally as much as we are focusing upon speaking, of course.
Great.
और एक और चीज कि हर किसी को मेहनत करनी चाहिए, बिकॉज लास्ट लाइक विद इन लाइक लास्ट आई बिलीव 6 months me and Harsha published 8 research papers, presented 3. तो I've realized कि अब आप जितना रिसर्च करोगे, जितना रिसर्च मटेरियल लिखोगे, जितना आप अपना इनपुट डालोगे, उतनी आपकी ग्रोथ होगी. तो मेहनत इज द की. आप एक दिन बैठ के आप प्रॉब्लम पढ़ के आप मेमोरियल नहीं बना सकते. यू कैन नॉट. आप कितने भी स्मार्ट हो, यू कैन नॉट. और जैसा एक हाइप होता है कि एनएलयू के बच्चे बहुत स्मार्ट होते हैं, इस कॉलेज के बच्चे बिल्कुल नहीं, आप इंडिविजुअल बहुत स्मार्ट हो, तो ये एक like this, I used to tell the kids who I teach in Carol launcher कि अगर आपका NLU में नहीं भी हुआ है, if you are studying in a private college, it does not make a difference. It does not. आप NLU के हो well and good, but आप private के भी हो तो आप इतना demotivate मत हो भाई कि आपकी पूरी सब blood ही निकल जाए.
काफी
तो
गलत फिल्टर्स लगे हुए हैं वो NLU और
हाँ, और आप अगर किसी मूड कंपटीशन में जा रहे हो, like in the previous moot court competition there were kids from HP and NLU, but they didn't even qualify the preliminary rounds.
exactly,
तो
it all depends on the students.
तो आपकी खुद की मेहनत और आपकी खुद की रिसर्च स्किल, आपका खुद का एम्बिट बहुत मैटर करता है कॉलेज का टैग में. तो ये यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बच्चे होंगे जो ये सोचते होंगे कि वो खराब कॉलेज में है, तो नहीं, आप सब अच्छे कॉलेज में हैं, आप मेहनत करिए.
आप अच्छे कॉलेज में पहुंच जाएंगे अपने थर्ड
हाँ.
ईयर आप मेहनत करेंगे, उसके अगले ईयर आप अच्छे कॉलेज में होंगे. सो आई कांट अग्री मोर विद बोथ ऑफ यू कि रिसर्च का कितना ज़्यादा अंडरलाइंड इंपॉर्टेंस और कितना वो इंपॉर्टेंस लूज करता जा रहा है ओवर टाइम. बच्चे एकदम कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहे हैं सब कुछ, एंड दैट कल्चर इज इंक्रीजिंग डे बाय डे. वो एफर्ट रिसर्च में जो लगता है, गाइस, रिसर्च इज द ओनली थिंग विच इज गोइंग टू मेक यू स्टे अफ्लोट इन दिस प्रोफेशन. टू एवरीवन रिसर्च से ही चालू होगा. व्हेनेवर यू गो फॉर एन इंटर्नशिप, whenever you begin a job, आपका सीनियर आके आपको पहले रिसर्च करने को बोलेगा कि यार मेरे को एक ये केस दे दे, इस पे एक केस दे दे, इस प्रोपोजिशन पे क्या लॉ क्या है ये बता दे. You will never be given the drafting work so early into the profession or in your internships. फिर जब आप 1 साल 2 साल अच्छे से एक जूनियर का रोल निभा लोगे, देन यू विल बी एट अ पोजीशन जब आपको ड्राफ्टिंग का काम भी मिलने लगेगा. तो रिसर्च पे प्लीज, आपको मैं प्रैक्टिकल साइड बता रहा हूँ, व्हेन यू गो इनटू द प्रोफेशन रिसर्च बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करती है और बहुत ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस. मतलब इफ आई विल सर्च ऑन अ केस लॉ तो हो सकता है मेरे को वो 5 मिनट में लग जाए. अगर मेरा कोई दोस्त है जो इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा है, वो अगर रिसर्च करेगा तो उसको भी वो केस लॉ मिल जाएगा. ही मे टेक 24 आवर्स. तो रिसर्च सब कर लेते हैं. इट जस्ट इज द मैटर ऑफ टाइम कि आप कितना जल्दी ढूंढ ले रहे हो वो चीज. दैट यू विल गेन, दैट स्किल यू विल गेन ओवर practice. तो बस research पे, as both of them pointed out, keep a special focus on research. Now, having said this, we are done with the questions. You guys have given brilliant answers. We have 2 more questions in the chat box. If you guys can please wait for 6-7 minutes, we'll take them. Before that, guys, at the attendance link has been shared by Pratyaksha in the chat box. You guys can have a look and fill in the feedback form. So yeah, that link is there in the chat box. Every participant, obviously not the speakers, you guys go to the chat box and click on that link and fill the feedback form, please. And on 19th May, obviously this was a wonderful session. I know I can gauge the sensitivity now. So on 19th, we have another session, which is going to be on the practical side. It's not a TMS session. The topic of that session is how to find internships in the, obviously, COVID hit India. So in this time, since you are sitting idle, since if you have no work, then what is the scope? What is the purpose? How will you find internships in this period? So that if you are interested, it's on 19th May. Please go join us and you have the benefit of that. Just in the next minute, I would like, if anyone of you is new here, we would like to tell you, we at Memo Pundits, we are actually India's first mooting school, which was founded by Anant, my partner, and I. And this is actually a bit of the approach was a bit unique, wherein we were wanting to create content which tries to bridge the learning gap between a courtroom and a classroom, which we felt was missing when we came out of our law schools. So in this pursuit, we have created courses. We have our online memorial making course, the oral argumentation course. Pratyaksha, do we have posters if we can show to our students? Yeah. So we have this oral argumentation course, we have the memorial making course, and you guys are getting a discount on by the coupon web200. If you use this coupon, you'll have a discount of 200 and you can avail the course of 1800 for 1600. The pricing was all mentioned on the screen and the coupon is also mentioned. So ये तीनों courses जो हैं, these are for mooting only. ओरल आर्गुमेंटेशन, मेमोरियल मेकिंग और साइटेशन मेथड्स का कोर्स है. साइटेशन मेथड्स ऑब्वियसली आपको कहीं और भी काम आ सकता है. साइटेशन मेथड्स वाला इज आल्सो चीप, प्राइस्ड वेरी चीपली इफ इट बेनिफिट्स यू. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, वेरी रिसेंटली 10 दिन 15 दिन पहले हमने एक अपना रिसर्च पेपर राइटिंग के ऊपर एक कोर्स निकाला है, विच वी थॉट इज रिक्वायर्ड. बट मैं पर्सनली, मुझे ऐसा कोर्स चाहिए था व्हेन आई वाज इन माय सेकंड ईयर और थर्ड ईयर, क्योंकि आई हैड नो क्लू हाउ टू राइट अ रिसर्च पेपर, व्हाट इज अ रिसर्च पेपर, उसमें मतलब अप्रोच क्या होता है, सिर्फ एक प्रोजेक्ट की तरह बनाया जाता है और यू फोकस ऑन अदर थिंग्स व्हाइल मेंशनिंग, while writing a research paper, conducting your research, what is legal research and how do you best draft it, what is legal writing, what are the principles of legal writing. Apart from that, ये research paper course में you will also learn about various research databases, SCC online है, Manupatra है, Google Scholar ही online, India कानून, इन सब के बारे में you will get to know, you'll get to you'll gain the expertise to use these platforms in a much more efficient manner. And yes, the structure of that course is actually very modulated, very stepwise. First of all, we'll teach you how to choose a topic. रिसर्च पेपर लिखने से पहले टॉपिक चूज करना कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्या पैरामीटर्स पे टॉपिक चूज होगा, उसके अलावा हाउ टू राइट द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट एंड देन हाउ टू राइट द बॉडी एंड देन द कंक्लूजन, एक एक करके वील डिस्कस दैट, एंड देन हाउ टू प्रिपेयर द परफेक्ट मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट ऑफ योर रिसर्च पेपर. ठीक है, इसके बाद देयर इज अ मॉड्यूल जिसमें आपको रिसर्च पेपर्स, आर्टिकल्स, केस समरीज, लीगल ब्लॉग्स, ये सब कैसे लिखना है, पब्लिश कैसे करवाना है, वी आर आल्सो डिस्कसिंग दैट. Apart from that, you will also learn about various research methodologies, doctoral research kya hai, non-doctoral research kya hai, so you can use them when you're writing papers, mostly papers oriented, art oriented, sociology, political science, in सब में research methodology especially important होता है, legal papers में भी होता है but not as such. तो you'll also get to know about bibliography, referencing कैसे करते हैं, first drafting कैसे करते हैं, and a lot of other things. So basically research paper कैसे लिखना है, टॉपिक कैसे चूज करना है, कई सारी चीजें यू विल गेट टू लर्न. एंड आई एम सेंडिंग यू द लिंक ऑफ दिस कोर्स यहाँ पर, तो आपको अगर करिकुलम देखना है जाके, यू गो देयर, विजिट देयर, यू फाइंड द करिकुलम, यू कॉन्टैक्ट अस इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज, एंड या दैट्स इट. अच्छा हाँ, one more thing, this course is actually designed by Soumya and Anant. Anant is the co-founder, my partner, and Soumya is an LUD graduate. She then completed her LLM from NUS. Or man, she has written a lot of research papers. I have seen her CV and that's it. She has written a lot of research papers. I leave it at that. इसके बाद I guess this is it what you need to know about the course. हाँ, इसके बाद yes, because ये course में content थोड़ा ऐसा था research oriented, तो बच्चा सीख रहा है, to make sure that the student is learning, we have also features on one-on-one doubt clearing sessions and consultations. आप book कर सकते हो, you can book your sessions with our learning and development consultant. You will have access to doubt clearing group on our WhatsApp, and you will also get the chance to get one research paper evaluated at the end of the course. We will make sure that we do that for you. And there are weekly webinars जो कि आपके important होंगे, वो आपके साथ share किए जाएंगे, all of that. So this is it on our research paper course, which is the newest course which we've launched. So yeah, with this my part is done here. We will Harsh and Prachi, let's take the last two questions and then we can wind this up. Just a second. Yeah, Mukta, Prachi, I remember you were answering something when Mukta asked if your English is not good, then it will be hard to take part in moods. अब ये क्वेश्चन कितना रेलेवेंट है, इंग्लिश अगर नहीं अच्छी है तो हिंदी मूड में पार्टिसिपेट करना कितना रेलेवेंट है?
सर इसमें तो बहुत 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 बेसिक चीजें मुक्ता, कि आप चीजें समझा पाओ सामने वाले को, दैट्स इनफ. आप लॉ प्रोफेशन में आ रहे हो या किसी भी मूड कोर्ट कॉम्पिटिशन में पार्ट कर रहे हो, तो स्पीकिंग के जो मार्क्स होते हैं, अगर 100 नंबर का हम डिवीजन देखें तो स्पीकिंग का जो मार्क्स होता है वो सिर्फ 10 होता है. नॉलेज, how you have presented the particular argument in your memorial and how you spoke to it, मतलब आपने कैसे बताया, कैसे समझाया, उसका 90% होता है. तो अगर आपकी स्पीकिंग, like I take it you're speaking as 2 or 3 on the scale of 10, तब भी आपके पास 90 नंबर ऐसे होते हैं जहां आप अपना पॉइंट स्टैब्लिश कर सकते हो. अगर मेरे पास एक मेमोरियल मूड का प्रॉब्लम आया जो कि मर्डर की बात कर रहा है फॉर, so I just have to defend my client na. So I'll take all the case laws, all the legislations, all the articles, all the sections and I'll tell it. जज को समझ आना चाहिए कि what I know. जरूरी नहीं है कि मैं fancy words और ब्रिटिश इंग्लिश, अमेरिकन इंग्लिश ऐसा कुछ प्रेजेंट करूं. दैट्स नॉट द पॉइंट ऑफ मूड. मूड का पॉइंट होता है आपकी रिसर्च, आपको कितना सब्जेक्ट पे नॉलेज है एंड हाउ यू प्रेजेंट इट. बाकी लैंग्वेज का जो पार्ट होता है, जो स्पीकिंग का जो पार्ट होता है, वो बहुत बहुत नॉमिनल होता है. दैट गिव्स यू एन एज, बट वो आपका सोल रिजल्ट नहीं डिक्लेयर करता. और ये तो सोचना बहुत गलत है बिकॉज सबके पेरेंट्स ने अच्छी से अच्छी एजुकेशन दिखाई है, तो ऑब्वियसली यू माइट जस्ट हैव अ स्टेज फियर, वो हट जाएगा ग्रेजुअली. तो जस्ट स्टार्ट डूइंग समथिंग जो कि स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ मिरर एंड टॉक टू योरसेल्फ इन इंग्लिश. एक आदत लगने में सिर्फ 21 दिन लगते हैं, 21 days और 22nd day you'll be just chill. So it's not an issue.
मेरे ख्याल से हाँ हर्ष, would you like to?
Knowing in English obviously cannot be an excuse to leave things that are actually essentially a part of studying law. Like even I spoke English nicely even in my school days, but I had that stage fear in me. And in my entire like 16, 17 years of school life, I hardly participated twice in speaking events. And even in the second one of that, I failed so miserably. I remember it was a poetry recitation competition and I completely forgot it. And somewhere I was so embarrassed and I had to come down off the stage. So yes, I came to college and I learned a lot of things. Even after, like when we're joining law, of course, we don't know the entire legal fraternity. We don't know the entire legal syllabus and subjects, but we do learn it over the period of time. So the same way as we're learning the legal skills, English is also something that we can learn over time. We have 5 years. Obviously, the courses that are of shorter duration do not have ample amount of time to do everything, but that is the reason we have 5 years for a law course, that we can learn a lot of things. There's so much of time left, not only to learn about law and legal subjects, but about the other things. So even if you're having problem, you'll have to participate either in any kind of speaking activities. That is somewhere going to be improving your skills, obviously. So yes, the participation and practicing is the only key to improve your English, I believe. And just because you're not that good, you should not fear in participating, because I know people who are very good in speaking, but then they have this fear of speaking in front of people. So even after the fact that they're very good with language, they have very good command with language, they're still not able to speak. So these are the shortcomings that we'll have to improve over time if we want to survive in the profession, of course.
Absolutely. Mukta, if I'm just adding to what they've said, if you actually feel that English is creating a problem for you, या फिर दिमाग में ऐसा लग रहा है कि मेरे को मुश्किल होगा क्या मूड में पार्टिसिपेट करने को, आई थिंक होगा, बिकॉज अगर हिंदी मूड नहीं है तो आपको ऑब्वियसली मुश्किल होगा, इट विल बी हार्डर फॉर यू, बट एज हर्ष वाज पॉइंटिंग आउट, इट इज नो रीजन टू नॉट डू दैट मूड. जिस फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में आप अच्छी इंग्लिश ना बोल के जितनी सारी गलतियां करोगे, वो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, वो फर्स्ट हिट जो है वो आपको सेकेंड ईयर में देना है कॉलेज के या फिफ्थ ईयर में देना है. दैट इज द क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज वेन एवर यू नो मेक दैट फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, वो पहली अटेम्प्ट में जितनी गलतियां होनी है वो होंगी ही होंगी. तो वो जल्दी से जल्दी कर लो, तो डरो मत. सेकेंड ईयर में अगर गलतियां हो जाएंगी तो थर्ड ईयर में विल बी अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स. तो इंग्लिश इज जस्ट अ लैंग्वेज. ये तो हिंदी मूड ये इसलिए इतना इट इज गेनिंग अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रैक्शन ओनली बिकॉज वो अनकन्वेंशनल है. ऐसे हमारी कंट्री में जहां पर हिंदी इज द लैंग्वेज ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, देयर मूड इन हिंदी इज अनकन्वेंशनल. दिस इज अ स्ट्राइकिंग पार्ट. तो इतना भी परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं है मुक्ता, इफ यू डोंट नो इंग्लिश. बट दिस इज ऑल्सो वन एस्पेक्ट कि अगर आपको डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट के ऊपर हाई कोर्ट या फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस करनी है, देन यू शुड हैव अ गुड कमांड ऑन इंग्लिश, फॉर विच यू शुड स्टार्ट इम्प्रूविंग. The next question is, what do I say if the judge asks me something that is completely off point? I think इसके सबके पास बहुत ही यूनिक और इनोवेटिव आंसर्स हैं लोगों ने जो कहा है कोर्ट रूम में. दैट इज मेरे आई रिमेम्बर माय टीममेट फर्स्ट मूड था और उसने कुछ बोला, जज ने पूछा कि वेयर इज द साइटेशन टू दिस. तो वो बोला जज को, एंड आई वाज सिटिंग देयर. ही टोल्ड द जज, योर लॉर्डशिप, द काउंसिल प्रिज्यूम्ड इट टू बी इन द जनरल नॉलेज ऑफ योर लॉर्डशिप. And it all went downhill from there. वहां से फिर वो जज को भी थोड़ी शर्म आ गई, फिर उसने हम पहली राउंड में बाहर हो गए थे. Anyway, so yeah guys, what's your take? अगर आपको नहीं आ रहा है या फिर जज आपको स्पेशली ऑफ पॉइंट क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा है, how should you tackle that?
First thing, you should keep your ego aside and accept कि आपको वो चीज नहीं आ रही है, because फालतू वहां जज बैठा है, उसको परेशान करने से अच्छा है कि आप एक्सेप्ट कर लो एंड यू अपोलोजाइज कि सॉरी लॉर्डशिप, मुझे ये चीज नहीं आ रही है एंड आई ट्राई टू अमेंड दीस थिंग्स इन द नेक्स्ट forthcoming sessions. Second, अगर आपको कोई चीज नहीं आ रही है, come back to your home and research on it. That's the biggest take on this. आप चीजें छोड़ मत दो, आप वापस आओ, उस चीज के बारे में पढ़ो, गेट योरसेल्फ रेडी, और आप नेक्स्ट मूड में जब आप जा रहे हो तो आप याद रखो कि आपने क्या सीखा था. एंड नेवर गेट योर ईगो, नेवर. क्योंकि आई एम लाइक, आप अपने आप को खुद को जज की पोजीशन पे रख के देखो, अगर आपसे कोई फालतू बदतमीजी करने लग जाएगा तो आपके साथ क्या होगा. तो बहुत सिंपल चीज है, आप अपना ईगो साइड रखो, एक्सेप्ट कि आपने ये चीज नहीं पढ़ी थी, अपोलोजाइज टू इट एंड come home, research on it and prepare yourself for the next session or the next meet.
What I believe, like I have witnessed a lot of proceedings in the district court specifically, and from my experience of moot court, I personally believe that in such a scenario, what we need to have is a very good presence of mind. Because if something is coming out of what I have prepared primarily, so yes, I will need a very nice and a very quick presence of mind to either deal with the problem or somewhere divert the entire conversation from that particular point, so that it is not affecting me in a bad way. So yes, it is a very generous and a nice thing to accept that you don't know, and it can be done only as a last resort. But first of all, you should obviously try everything that you can, because obviously just don't go and speak anything, but using your presence of mind, try to tackle the situation as far as possible. Otherwise, if it is getting out of your hands, obviously you will have to very humbly accept that you are not that much prepared for that particular point. But if you have presence of mind, it can be handled, because the judges obviously are not going to, if I'm studying about A to Z, so obviously the judge will not come and ask me about Kakha Kakha. He will somewhere ask me about things related to A to Z, or somewhere things that are not directly but substantially related to that particular aspect. So उसके लिए या तो I am prepared, and if I'm not, then I should be mentally prepared to handle such situation.
Well, logically, you try to give an answer which just might let them move on.
Yeah, as an advocate, we should obviously not accept defeat so easily. So if we can, we should obviously try as far as it's possible. But obviously,
when you are in a mood and when you are trying hard, and the judge is like, I just want an answer in yes or no, counsel. I don't listen anything else. And the counsel is trying to explain. So in those times, I believe अगर एक बार दो बार judge ने बोल दिया है, और you should have the sensibility कि judge अभी क्या सोच के ये बोल रहा है जो वो बोल रहा है. तो इतना थोड़ा बोलते time when you are in the oral argumentation process, you don't get to gauge so much. आप इतना intuitive नहीं रहते हो, लेकिन थोड़ा सा intuition रहना चाहिए कि judge, is he angry on me that I'm trying to answer this question? Has he taken this upon his ego? तो फिर तो you just say I'm sorry, because उस time पे what I personally have said, मतलब मुझे ऐसे कुछ issue नहीं होता if I know an answer to a question for certain, and if I'm asking and that question is comparatively easy and I'm asking that question, और अगर वो बच्चा answer फिर दे रहा है और गलत दे रहा है, मैंने उसको टोक दिया है कि यार is this the only answer you know, do you have something else to say, and he's saying that thing again, so that is जो भी question पूछ रहा था, whatever, if it is benefiting someone, so you should not challenge the judge को unsettle मत करो.
Yes, I faced the same issue in the Hindi moot court. So मेरा जो case था वो kidnapping, abduction, murder और sexual assault पे था. So I added something out of it, मतलब एक storyline create करते हुए, तो वहाँ पे judge wanted me to explain, but मेरे पास कोई point नहीं था, तो I still tried to explain him, but वो annoyed हो गए थे. तो वहाँ पे वो नंबर काट लेते हैं, मतलब that's a basic human psychology यार, अगर कोई चिढ़ जाएगा तो कोई क्यों नंबर देगा. तो ये चीज आपको अवॉइड करनी चाहिए, स्पेशली इन मूड. रियल लाइफ में बातें अलग होती है, पर मूड में आपको नहीं बॉदर करना चाहिए.
लेकिन अगर इन ऑर्डर टू मिनिमाइज सेइंग कि काउंसिल प्लीड्स इग्नोरेंस, इसको मिनिमाइज करने का तरीका जरूर है. सर्च पे भरपूर
थोड़ा कमांड रखो, थोड़ा प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड पे रखो, बट डोंट अनॉय समबडी.
तो हर्ष बोल रहा था दैट यू हैव टू ट्राई टू आंसर, तो ट्राई करने से पहले यू नीड टू हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रांग प्लेटफॉर्म अटेम्प्ट होगा. एनीवे, unless if you guys have anything to add, I think we've had the session. काफी मुझे तो बहुत सही लगा. I loved it, and this was actually a bit informal, एक mood show की तरह हुआ है. So good session in the end. If there is any more question anyone wants to ask, Khushi says thank you to me privately, and 3 more messages I would like to convey to you. Thank you Prachi, thank you Harsh for being here, for talking to me and for talking to us. And yeah, I guess that is it from my end.
We would also like to thank you for inviting us, because ये ऐसी चीज थी जो we would also like to tell others कि भैया हमने क्या क्या problem face करी जो कि बाकी नहीं face करे. And this is a quite a very nice platform जो कि हमें, I believe ये सब अगर मेरे को first second year में देता तो शायद we would have participated on first second year, because mood का एक बहुत hype था.
तुम लोगों ने वैसे भी बहुत कुछ कर लिया है with all the organizations and the career launcher thing going on with you guys. No doubt कि मूड करने में तुम्हें इतना टाइम लग गया है. And you guys managed to win it. So wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good night.
Okay. Good night to you too. Good night, Harsh. See you all. All right, guys. Sure. Ending it.